So I get a lot of questions about how much my car costs to drive and move and how much do I pay at home to charge the car. Let's talk about it here. This is going to be an interesting one. Hey, my name's Taylor. This is EV Electric. It's nice to see you. Hello. Before we get started, I just want to say two things to you guys. First one is that the table of contents is going to be down below, which is going to have time codes and descriptions of everything I'm talking about here. So I invite you guys to go down there, click around if you are in a hurry or you just want to get to one certain point. Also, if you guys like this video, consider hitting the thumbs up button. It will mean a lot to me, and consider subscribing if you enjoy it that much. Let's get into it. My number one question I get about my charging and electric costs at home because I drive so much. So a little summary first, because that's important. I have a Tesla Model 3 I got in 2018, and I drive this car, I would say on average about 30,000 miles a year. So back in 2018 to 2019, I averaged 30,000 miles that year. I've calmed down a little bit, don't worry. So I'm with San Diego Gas and Electric. It's also called SDGE. I'm on the plan EVTOU5, which means my super off-peak charging, which means my time from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. only costs me 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, if you're wondering what in the heck that means, basically to sum it up, there are times in the day where people use more power. And obviously that's gonna be more probably during daytime and all that. And what they want you to do is charge your electric vehicle, which consumes a lot of power, at a time when no one's running anything. For example, none of the lights are on at midnight for the most part. Might as well run the cars at that time. So they give you a cheaper rate. For example, if I were to charge right now, which is, it's 12 noon, if I were to charge right now, it would cost me 25 cents because it's winter. If it was summertime, it would cost me 54 cents per kilowatt hour just to charge right now. So overall for me, you guys, I only charge at super off-peak hours. In fact, I have a schedule on my car that only charges from 12 midnight to 6 in the morning. It literally will not charge other than those hours. And that's all settings in the Tesla, by the way. And this leads me to the next point here. This is what are some costs involved, and this is the meat and bones of the question here. I just had to say some stuff earlier so you guys can get a feel for my situation. So how much does it charge? Keep in mind, these are only super off-peak at 9 cents per kilowatt because that's all I charge at. I'm reading handy dandy notes if you're wondering why I'm not looking into your beautiful eyes. So last month, I averaged 773 kilowatt hour. This is all super off-peak. I'm going to say that again. At 9 cents per kilowatt hour, this means I paid $69.57 for an entire month of traveling around. That was 11/14 through 12/16, 2019. So that was a lot of driving for me. That's pretty high. That's almost my highest kilowatt hour is 773. So to travel that much for only $69 is pretty dang insane. That's 1 month, great. Let me tell you a little bit more. So the same exact time last year, I did 608 kilowatt hour, and that was about $54. So you can kind of see a consistent amount here. Let me take the last, not including this month, let me take the last fully billed months, last 10, and we're gonna average them up for you, get you some good numbers here, get you some information you deserve. My highest kilowatt hour is 804, and my lowest that in a month was 425. So 804 is my highest, that was $72. My lowest was 425 kilowatt hour, and that was only $38, which is pretty crazy. I took the last 10, I added them all up, multiplied it by my 9 cent kilowatt hour, my super off-peak rate. That was $618 in 10 months. That's it. You want to know a fun fact? My stepdad pays $600 a month in gas. So that's great. I gave you 10 months, $618. That's pretty low. That's pretty crazy. I drive a lot. But there was another charge that I have to mention here. In order for me to charge my car, I had to pay $450 to put in a charger. So I'm going to give you the first year example of ownership of my car. So we need to calculate in the $450. Now, and we also need to calculate it in 2 more months. So I calculated in 2 more months and it came out to be $727 in charging. We need to add the $450 for that charger to be put in, the NEMA 1450. So the total of all that added together, including the charger that I had to pay for, the charging port, it was $1,170.83. That's honestly pretty cheap. It gets even better. I paid $450 for my charger, right? But San Diego Gas and Electric gave me a sweet deal for being a new EV owner. They gave me $800 in credit for that year. So minus that $800, we now have a total of $377 for my first year of ownership. That just brings tears to my eyes. It gets me going, you guys. Knowing that I used to pay a couple $100s a month for my other car, and knowing that my stepdad pays $600 per month, I'm absolutely blown away by this. I'm actually having fun doing all this number stuff, and I'm not a fan of these number kind of things. If you are a new Tesla owner or future Tesla owner, what I can recommend for you guys is to, first of all, look at your incentives that you get. I always say that in like every video. The next thing I want you to do is check out a different electric plan, like an EV plan like that I'm on, and check out that cost per kilowatt hour. Right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really was amazed, and when I figured out my stepdad pays $600 a month in gas and like oil changes or whatever on average per month, it really makes me love this car. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining me. If you guys enjoyed this video, click that subscribe button. Also, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up to show me, hey Taylor, I love this video. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you in the next video.